So one quick thing I want to say, Sasha Banks, who I've talked about multiple times on the podcast, she is now taking bookings to do stuff, to do like meet and greets and like autograph signings and stuff like that. She's now going by her real name, Mercedes Vernado. So she's not at all a WWE employee, it looks like, anymore. She's doing her own thing. Not sure if she's going to continue with pro wrestling or not, but she is a good wrestler. I would like to see that she continue that. Another story I have is it looks like AEW is going to be doing a show in the UK within the next calendar year. They have a huge market out there. The only other like major promotion in the US that goes out there for stuff like that really is WWE. So seeing AEW go out there and be like, hey, we can do it too. Can't wait to see that. JR was talking about it, I believe, on his podcast, Grilling with JR, where they're just like, hey, it's coming. Another one I want to mention is this past Wednesday, yesterday for us recording live, we got new AEW World Tag Team Champions, Swerve and Our Glory. So Keith Lee and Swerve, Isaiah Swerve Scott. That's not his name anymore. It's his WWE name. Swerve? Isaiah? I don't know what his name is anymore. It's Swerve something. But they're the tag team champions. And apparently there was a botch that fans caught. It was a 3-way tag match, and only 2 guys could be in the ring at the same time, where you could tag either your partner or somebody on an opposing team to tag out. And the guy who got pinned was never officially tagged in. So they might be doing that for storyline purpose, or they legit fucked up, and now they're going to have to figure something out because the fans caught it. They're like, hey, that's not official.
Was it like they didn't touch, or just like they just forgot?
So, no. So there was 3, like I said, there's 3 teams, and then the guy who would, the 2 legal, quote unquote, legal men, one of them rolled out the ring, and then one of the guys who was not legal came in the ring. He continued the match. He tagged another guy in, but his tag was never official, hence because he was never legal. That guy got pinned, and then the other guys were like, look, we're champions now. But the guy who was legal was out of the match completely at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this could be done for storyline purpose, or it could very well just be, hey, we made a mistake. But they could always work it into a story. That's when wrestling's at its best, where you take something that happened and you work it and make it be like, no, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to use this and make it into a story and make it interesting.
Put them in the corner and just be like, what can we make?
Yeah, exactly. And the last bit of wrestling news I have, which is very big for WWE fans who are in our age bracket, starting next week, Monday Night Raw is no longer going to be rated PG. It is going back to being TV-14. Last time it was TV-14 is when a lot of people in our age group were like, man, wrestling is cool. Then they switched to PG, and everyone's like, wrestling sucks. So the fact that they're doing this, I don't know what WWE's planning. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Monday Night Raw back at TV-14. I want to see what they're going to do.
So does that give them more opportunity? More can they do more stuff?
Well, it's a rating. So now they don't have to be like, hey, this is 100% a kid show. Like back when they were doing the TV-14 thing, that's when you had D-Generation X just throwing out chop stuff. You had Stone Cold drinking beer, throwing up the middle finger. People are cursing each other out, and that's when that's an era of wrestling that people adore.
No, I just wasn't sure. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know the rating system, so I just wasn't sure if they're restricting them more or like giving them more freedom.
Yeah, it's more freedom now.
Oh, okay. So that's awesome. So it's good news. It's great news.
Yeah. So awesome. I mean, it is good news. And I'm not surprised because like when they switched to PG from 14, it's like I felt like it was just like they were trying to get kids. And it's been there for so long. It kind of makes sense. Those kids have gotten older, so if they want to keep those same kids that they got on, they're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna win them back."
You have to grow with them.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's pretty much what they're doing there. But
so they're like storylines could get a little raunchier now, or like something like that.
They could. Or? We could go back to having the Kane Katie Vick storyline, which. Nobody wants to see that. If there's anybody who knows anything about the Katie Vick storyline, I'm going to say it really quickly. Triple H was feuding with Kane. Kane supposedly had his ex-girlfriend that Triple H found out was actually just a dead body that Kane had sex with at a funeral home. That's wrestling.
That's what happens when you let them go free.
Yeah, that's what happens. There's that. There's the I choppy your pee-pee storyline. There's a lot. There's a lot that happened
That sounds so racist. I don't even know.
Dude, it involves the Yakuza and a porn star with a katana. It's a whole thing.
Ah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, Tori Wilson's father dying after he saw his daughter make out with his wife. It's a whole fucking thing. Wrestling was wild. But TV 14, we get to have more stupid stories like this again. That's nice.